kind, you're too kind. So this is a love song. This is a love song, and this is the last track off my 2011 release called "You Know That I Love You," and I spent a lot of time writing this song. I spent a lot of time being worried about writing the last song because the last song I found was particularly important to me. So I wrote a bunch of songs and I just didn't think they were good enough, and so I kept like scratching them. And finally I just gave up, and I sent all the songs to my producer. And then the next day I was sitting around watching Jerry Springer and playing my guitar, and I started writing this song. And I was like, shit, that's the song, that's that song that I've been trying to write. So I got really excited. And it's a love song, and I've written a lot of love songs in my life. And of course it's for Mike, my husband. And so I recorded it real quick and I sent it to him, you know, expecting it to be like a big pick-me-up at work. And instead I get an email back from him that's like, we'll talk about it when I get home. I was like, I don't know what that means, but okay, whatever. So he gets home and I'm like, hey sweetie, how's it going? How's your day at work? How's all that? And he was like, good, yeah, you know, it's like whatever. And I was like, so what'd you think of that song I sent you away? And he's like, it's just not that good. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, all those other songs you wrote are a lot better. I was like, what? And he was like, frankly, I'm surprised you like it. So I was like, shit, you know? And so I went into the other room and I started playing the song to myself because I remember this song being amazing, you know? And so I was playing it to myself, you know, really embarrassed. And all of a sudden from the other room I hear, that's really pretty, sweetie, what is that? And I was like, that's that song you just told me sucked. He's like, no, it's not. I was like, yeah, it is. And so I walk out there and I played the entire song for him, you know? And I'm staring at the ground when I'm doing it because I'm really embarrassed by this whole thing, you know? And when I finish the song, I look up and he's like this. Oh my God. That's the most beautiful song I've ever heard. This is a song called You Know That I Love You. You know that I love you, 'cause I used up those 3 words. And like it was promised, our love grants our regard. 'Cause there are no days without you in my life, and all of my songs, they are about you. You and I know you feel the same. And I watched as my parents' love sank to the sea. But after 20 years I know now that it's not my destiny. 'Cause there are no days in my life. And all of the songs I sing, they're all about you. You and I know you feel the same. And I know you feel the same as I. Yeah. Oh. It slips away, but in a dream I find everything worth wondering, truth to fuel this life. And now it's time to say goodbye and to leave our skins behind. Let the dust drain the sun and rise, and rise. And falling feet this vacant street, choose a path to run. In tenderness, yo, this sweet lover's kiss, simply said and sung. And now it's time to say goodbye and to leave our skins behind. Let the dusk drain the sun and rise, 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 'cause we're filled with the voice that we long to. And if we ever come back down, won't you ever come back down? Still looking back past steady lights, shadows cling and fight. Now stubbornness, this patient kiss, bids a child good night. And now it's time to say goodbye and to leave our skins behind. Let dusk drain the sun and rise, 'cause now it's time to say goodbye and to leave our skins behind. Let the dust drain the sun and rise. Oh, so it's funny. I wrote these political songs, you know, in like 2008, 2009, about marriage equality, because it was pretty annoying, a couple of years for marriage equality. And I really kept, and I didn't want to release them because, you know, I like to write love songs, and stay, stay, stay. And I didn't want to release like these angry songs, you know. And so, but people kept asking me if there was videos of them. People kept wanting them and wanting them. So I was like, okay, I'll release this EP if I write, you know, the most beautiful love song ever. That was what I told myself, you know. And so it's funny, so I was worried about the song, and then I was doing laundry one day and making lunch, and I was making this super awesome spicy green curry soup, and I poured myself a nice tall glass of apple cider, and I went down, and I was doing my laundry, and I just took my laundry out of the dryer, and I was walking by my keyboard, which was in the basement at the time, and in my head went, "You don't question love." I thought, oh, that's really cool, I wonder if I can play that, and so I was like, "You don't question love." And I was like, fucking hey, dude, that's sweet. Okay, cool. Because I can't really play the piano. Like, I'm totally gonna fake it for you right now, but it's pretty foreign to me. And so I threw down my laundry, and I essentially just played the song, and I don't even think that I stopped. And it was just like I'm like sobbing and crying and like playing it, and I was like, shit. And so I stopped and then I wrote it all down super quick, and I was like, this is amazing. You know what I mean? And so I got really excited because I was really nervous about this song, you know? And so I turned around and I went up the stairs and I'm sobbing, and I called Mike and I'm like, oh, Mike, you wouldn't believe it. You know that song I was really worried about? It just came out. It was like amazing. I can't even believe it. And I get upstairs and my spicy green curry soup is boiling on the stove. And so this day just keeps getting better and better. I'm like, shit, this is awesome. So I'm talking to them. I turn off the stove and I immediately take the spoon and I go to take like a huge bite of the soup. But it's boiling on the stove, right? And I'm an idiot, but I'm overwhelmed with joy. So I take this huge bite of the soup and it burns my mouth. And so it's burning my mouth and I'm like, shit, and I drop it back into the pan. And it splashes in the pan and the drop splashes right back up into my right eye. So now I got this spicy green soup in my right, and this shit is spicy. Like, I'm not talking a little spicy, I'm talking like, this shit is spicy, you know? And so I'm like, shit, so I dropped the phone, I scream, I drop the phone, it shatters everywhere. I grab my glass of apple cider, I have no idea why, and I turn around to run upstairs to the bathroom sink, forgetting that there's a sink right behind me, right, of course. And so I'm running up the stairs, and halfway up the stairs I'm thinking like, what the fuck am I doing with this glass of apple cider? Like, how is this helping the situation? So I set it down, I keep running up the stairs, I get to the bathroom, I'm washing out my eyes, and I look in the mirror, I'm like, I can see, this is good, I can see, okay, awesome. And as I'm realizing that I can still see and everything's okay, I'm realizing that I was talking to Mike on the phone, I screamed, I dropped the phone and it shattered everywhere, and I should probably call him back. So I turned around and I started running down the stairs again, and halfway down the steps, my right foot lands directly on top of the glass of apple cider, and I go sprawling face first down the rest of the steps. So, I like to say the writing of this song was one of the glorious moments of my life, and the 2 minutes immediately following the writing of this song were much, much less glorious. This is a song called You Don't Question Love. You don't question love, you let it be. You don't give the right to some, then take that right from me. 'Cause if it's family you want, then welcome to my home. Love is something my family owns. You don't tell a child can be raised here. I can see their eyes, and in them questioning and fear. 'Cause a family they know is one that takes you home, loves you more than you'll ever know. take it slow. Your deepest breath, you know, deserves one more. 'Cause I'll never kiss the face of a more beautiful soul. You don't question love, you set it free and let it grow to something everyone can see. And if you look into your eyes, you will see your love in mine, and you will bless it, and you will bless it, and you will bless it. No, you don't question love. Thank you. Who just got a text message? Huh? No, I didn't get a text message. It wasn't me.
No? Weird. Okay.
Usually that happens when you get text messages. No, no. That was a text message. Somebody here got a text message.
Or a sex.
Or a grinder message. Or a growler message. Or a scruff message. What to play, what to play, what to play. I'll play this song. Taking it easy, just like a Sunday afternoon. You're driving me crazy, like you always seem to do. So I call you lazy, and you snooze the day away. And sinking swiftly through those streams of bittersweet, and take your fears and you can lay them at my feet. 'Cause I swear that I'm here till the end. And I know what love is, even if it's not the same as what your God says. You see, truly is to blame for what is nonsense. 'Cause God is love and love is good. Sinking swiftly through those dreams of bittersweet, and take your fears and you can lay them at my feet. 'Cause I swear that I'm here. Whoa. You lie awake now, and you're smiling like you do. Your eyes are glow now. You see my face, look back at you. It's what we know now. It's what we've always yearned. sinking swift led through those dreams of bittersweet. And take your fears and you can lay them at my feet. 'Cause I swear that I'm here till the end, till the end, till the end, till the end. So speaking of these sex acts, I'm totally gonna make fun of Growler here for a second, because I've been a Growler for like 6 weeks, right? And it's kind of fun. Like, I like meeting people. It's really fun. But people some people are really like down to business. You know, they're just like, I don't. They're very forward. I wish it was that sweet, but it's not. And so it's funny. So it's funny. And so I've used it as kind of like this source of amusement. And I'll take screenshots of these things that people say to me, and I'll send them to all my friends, or pictures that they send me that I think are particularly funny, and I'll send them to my friends. And it's become this really fun game for me. And it's funny because my father-in-law passed away on Monday. And so I flew home on Monday, or I flew to my partner's home in Massachusetts, and so I wasn't on Growler. I wasn't talking to people because I wasn't sitting around in the car. And I was doing stuff, and it was much more important than chit-chatting with people on Growler. And it was funny the response I got from these people that I was just having like casual conversations with when I didn't respond to them for a couple of days. Like, I got a couple of people that were really pissed off at me, and they were like yelling at me. And most people just, I guess, thought I was ignoring them, and then I went and answered all the questions. And so there was this really hilarious, I'm just gonna read it. I'm gonna read it straight up. I'm gonna pull it. Because I took a screenshot of it because it was too precious to let go. See? What did I tell you? So the guy says, how's it going on June 13th? And I didn't respond until June 16th, which is today. And I said, okay. My father-in-law died, so I've been in Massachusetts at the funeral, etc., heading back on the road now. And then his response is, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Would you mind unlocking your picture? And I was like, this is the fucking most awesome thing ever. Like, I was like, oh, that's hilarious, so I sent it to all my friends. But I couldn't decide, and then is that the best thing ever, right? It's like, oh, yeah. Good job. So I couldn't decide like what to do with my private pictures, like how hilarious should I make them? And I wanted to like take all these other pictures that weren't me and just start posting them. But I didn't know. I just have pictures of me with puppies. I have like the least sexual thing that could possibly exist. So if anybody here is on Growler, you should hit me up and ask me to see my private pictures, and I'll show you pictures of puppies. Anyways, whatever, it's been fun, but that's not the point. I'm here to play music, not to make fun of people on Growler. But apparently I'm doing both tonight. But I learned to do a dance move the other day. I'm using it in a song. So you guys ready for my new dance move? Richard Cortez taught it to me because he's a dancing maniac. But I'm trying to integrate it, but it might make me laugh and it might make me stop. So, it won't make me stop, but it might make me mess up. I gotta think about it. So that's my new dance move. See, I told him it might make me laugh. I gotta work on it though. I gotta go home. I gotta go back in the cabin and just spend like all night, like doing this pop. Does anybody know how to do this pop?
Instead of my hair, let her have it.
You and our deal is in my mind for too long. You'll end up in my arms, so won't you come with me? And we can make up make-believe. We'll go dancing in the streets if we want. And if you come with me, let me infiltrate some dreams. Turn that to reality. We must have my reality, and I am yours. Thank you. So what do you think of my new dance move? I need someone.
From the birdhouse?
What'd you say?
You learned that in the birdhouse?
I learned that in the birdhouse. See, that was the argument. That was the argument when I was up in Massachusetts with my family. I was showing them my new move, and they were like, "It's a pelvis thrust." And I was like, "Dude, my pelvis doesn't move. It's my knees." So we were having an argument about what part of my body was moving. But anyways, yeah. So it sucks that my father-in-law died. That sucks a lot. But he was pretty amazing, you know, and he really, you know, he made Mike who he is, and I'm so grateful for that. And you know, I knew him for I guess 7 years, and I always thought he was nice and cool, and we enjoyed each other. But even more than that, you know, this week I really reflected on how much I appreciated him for just being a really awesome dad. You know what I mean? I think he was an amazing dad. And I wrote this song for him and his wife, who were together for 52 years. I wrote this for the 50th wedding anniversary because they showed me so much about what love could be and what commitment could be and all this good stuff. This is a song called 50 Years. 50 years isn't half enough time spent with you. Still our brittle bones and our tender souls say it's coming soon. But until then, I will hold you like we did when we were young. And until then, I will hold you, 'cause together we're still strong. You know it, and I know it. 50 years of our memories unfolding with the sun. Still our children play and we fuel our dreams. Generations onward. Until then, I will hold you like we did when we were young. Until then, I will hold you, 'cause together we're still strong. You know it, and I know it. Can love still save the world? Can love still save the world? And our love might save the world. our love could save the world, could save the world now. 50 years isn't half enough time to spend with you. Thank you. I've got a couple more songs for you guys. Before I forget, I want to pass around a little. I just realized that's that train song. Not a girl like you. You know that song? Dude, it totally is. It fucking is. And I'm gonna pass around the mail list. If you want to know next time we're Rockin' Roy's, then just put your name on it. If you don't, that's cool too. Just don't put your name on it. And I'll pass it to the person next to you. Dude, now I gotta learn that song. On the other side of the street, I knew. Met a girl like you. Oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not a time. Sweet. When I was 13, I swallowed a bottle of pills like Richard Cortez, and that really sucked. But I freaked out. I told my mom, and then I went and got my stomach pumped and all that stuff, and that was horrible. But it's interesting because you see that story so much these days. And I don't know if it's the way the media has changed reporting on it, or just people are doing it more and more. But anyways, this is a song called Pills and Chalk.